Hello, hi, welcome to MLB Cubes. Now, if you watch the video log, I'll show you how to make a fence from absolutely nothing, from basically a flat square, a flat blender plane on the floor. Of course, it looks like that. That's how it looks. Of course, everything is designed in MLB Cube to fit inside a blender cube, as you may know. So everything should fit inside the cube. So we snap it up, as you can see. Everything fits inside the cube perfectly. So we should be able to get 4 of these boxes. If we snap the cube here, look, you see one square. If we put that inside there, we should be able to, if it's all correctly made, we should be able to put a box here, one here, one here, and one here. So we should end up with 8 boxes inside the box if we want to do that, of course. That all depends on obviously whatever it is you're trying to make. Now, I am making this set separate to this set. It's the same set, it's no different. Except when I've done the video, if you're watching the video content, you know that this is not actually put together properly, this one here. It's only, see there, look, it's only roughly put together. I only done that for the video to show you that it's not just a fence, it's a cube, it's scaffolding, it's a bridge, it's a big part of all different things. You'll see them all inside Red Band Alley as you're going through the level, and you'll see me customize, twist, bend, and shape certain objects. So as I said, it might not go there, it might go there. So as I said, it's entitled to me however I want to make it. But as I said, it's entitled to you. So I want to show you what the scale is to the actual model. So we go here. So we're going to go to import collider, go to downloads, we're going to look inside here. We're going to find the character, which is right here. Go to Emma, bring Emma in. Emma will come into the game world. So give her a second. Emma comes in. Here she is here. Emma's 81, by the way, just to let you know that. So if I go here, show textures. Here's Emma. Now, of course, this would be the size of the game world to Emma herself at age 1. Of course, the fence looks a bit big compared to the character. Of course, the fence would look big because, as I said, she's only age 1. When she comes here and she's age 12, the fence don't look too big. It's still big, but it's not that big because obviously the character's bigger. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just showing you the size of the content. I'm showing you Emma inside this little car because this little car here, believe it or not, if you go to the Windows 3D viewer on Windows 10, if you go down the search bar on Windows 10, type in 3D viewer, and you'll see this little car in there. It's an MS Microsoft asset. I think it looks pretty great inside the actual game mode. I did customize the car slightly, just to let everyone know that. What I've done, I made a little gap inside here. So, as I said, I'm talking about this. What I've done, I made a gap inside here. So when Emma sits down, she can put her legs inside the car. So I'm going to ask Emma, do you mind taking the seat? So Emma sits down like that. You see how her feet now look are inside the car look. So as I said, I don't have to do that. That's just the bones sticking out of the actual skeleton. That's what that is. Just in case you're wondering what that is. So if Emma wants to drive the car around the world, she can obviously drive the vehicle if she wants to. Of course, it's not a real vehicle, just to let you know that. And I think it fits pretty well inside Red Band Alley. And I think yeah. So anyway, this is the size of the character. I brought Emma in just so you can see the size of the actual character compared to the size of the boxes, compared to the size of the actual bridge. So I think yeah, I think it's going to work, honestly. But anyway, as I said, if you want the actual content, as I said, what I'm giving you is a fence like this. So that's what you're going to get. So all you have to do, so if you hide everything else, hide all of that, so we can get rid of that. So all you have to do basically is go into Blender, add a plane like that, stick it in the middle of the floor, easy as that. The fence, again, all you do is just take the fence, delete the fence. So what I'm going to give you is the fence, just to let you know that. So this is what you're going to get and then all you do is you open the fence, open the fence, open the fence, open the fence, copy it, and then you just close it, paste it, and that's it there. And then you just move it to wherever you want it. Just leave snapping turned on, and then you can just snap it to wherever you want it. If you don't want it there, you can snap it back over here, and you can snap it upwards. And as I said, if you want to snap it exactly onto the fence, you need to turn the snapping off and snap it down to the fence, and then turn snapping back on, and then of course now the fence looks like that. As I said, it's up to you. It's just a really kind of plain, simple fence. If you want it, you can have it. As I said, the first video shows you how to make it. This video is kind of showing you how to more or less modify it. But as I said, I think if you're kind of young and you kind of don't really know how to do things, I'm kind of showing you the content. As I said, all content is free. If you click the very first panel, like this one over here, watch, click this one, see it's separate. Click this one, it's obviously attached to that. Click this one, it attaches to all of that. As I said, the whole thing is separate, so if you want to separate them, you can. But as I said, if you want to separate them, go in here, parent, clear the parent. So whichever one you want separate, just clear the parent and then just move it wherever you want it. As I said, the content is nice, easy, and simple. If you just grab the very first asset like that, the very first post, you know which the first post is because if you click on the actual model, it shows you which the first one is. So if you click on that, you can click that and you can move the whole fence. You can move it up, you can move it down, you can move it left or right, like this. As I say, you can move it wherever you want to. You can attach it to the side of it. As I said, it's entirely optional. The option is there. So I'm trying to make the game my MBQ content. I'm trying to make it nice, easy, and simple. And if you come with graphic, if you come with animations, I apologise. I try to give you the animations with it. So if you can customize twist bend and shape any of the content. It's entirely up to you. Once you download the 3D content, you can do with it whatever it is you want to do with it. Anyway, as I said, if you want the vehicle, the car, as I said, the fence is available. If you want it, you can have it. The links under the video. If you want the car itself, it's available as well. It's from Microsoft, as I said. As I said, I like to give good, honest, genuine credit to where the credit is due. And of course, this is Microsoft's car. It's not my car. But I think Emma fits in that car pretty well if you look at the car. Yeah, I did scale the car up slightly so you can fit in it. But I didn't scale it too much, just a little bit. And yeah, anyway, and apart from scaling the car and making the part under here for the feet, yeah, I didn't have to make it. As I said, you're not going to really see it. Of course, if you're driving down the road and the camera's up here above her head somewhere, as she passes the camera, you're going to be able to see her feet. But of course, if it's blocked off, because it is blocked off when you first get it, yeah, when she's driving down the road and yeah, anyway, if you get a certain shot, when you're going to look at it from a certain angle, I think you should be able to see inside the vehicle. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Anyway, I didn't want her legs inside the car. I want them inside the car, but I want to be able to, yeah, not see them for any specific reason. I was thinking, okay, I want to give her a bit of leg room, a bit of, somewhere where she can kind of stretch her feet, basically. That's what I want to tell you. So anyway, as I said, I think the vehicle itself, I think Microsoft done a really great job on it. As I said, what I've done, I put the 3D viewer right on the front of it. So that's what it is. All you do is go down to your Windows search bar, type in 3D viewer on Windows 10. If you're on Windows 11, I think it still works on Windows 11. Type it in, go in there, look at the assets. If you've got young kids, then of course the assets are in there. They've got all sorts. They've got cats, dogs, animals, dinosaurs. They've got airplanes, cars. Yeah, Microsoft have got some really great content. They really have. So as I said, go and have a look at it, and you can kind of mess around, play with it. So as I said, it's up to you. Of course, if you want to do what I'm doing, you might have to do a little bit of tweaking. But apart from that, yeah, it's kind of great fun. So anyway, as you say, I will say thank you very much to Microsoft for the vehicle. I like the vehicle. I think it's great. Yeah, high performance electrical power vehicle. I think it's not really. It's just a toy car. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it looks great, and I want to see if I can use it in Red Band Alley. It's going to be great for Emma because so Emma can go her way of driving around the level. But I don't know yet. But anyway, we'll all see how things go on because I think because she's only young and she's got really far to walk, she needs some way to kind of get from point A to point B. Otherwise, if she walks from here to the end of Red Band Alley, yeah, it's going to take her like 10 years. I think by the time she gets from here to the end of Red Band Alley, she'd be like 110. I think no, that's no good. Anyway, if you like the content, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. Anyway, it's a very cheap looking fence. If you want it, download it, and if you don't want it, just leave it where it is. Anyway, as you say, thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, keep it friendly, keep it in text. See you soon. Bye.